Hello, everybody. This is Building Inspector, aka Ocarina, aka Oki, and I am touring a house for a Tinkery time of year contest. It's Tinkerfell time, or Tinkery Frostfell. I'm not quite sure which title to use. The title of the actual house is Tinkerbread Morsels and Sweets. The decorator and homeowner is Trimia, Trimia. It's on the Halls of Fate server, and it's in an Everfrost summer home on the Qeynos side. The category is either large homes slash Hall of Fame. It's in Hall of Fame at the moment. Here we go. So I've already voted. Looks like you've got some other houses in here. Cool. I like your entryway. Oh, there's a scrap bot. Look at all that stuff it picked up. It's doing a good job. Okay, I really do love the entryway. Oh, and I see some cogs. Oh, there's a note. Okay, notice to all Tinkerbread shoppers by Trimia. Due to experimentation during a recent floor renovation, code-named Hungry Hungry Floors, it is not recommended to allow individuals to teleport to oneself or to camp back to reality from the shop's interior. These activities should only occur near the entry to the shop in order to prevent feeding the floor with oneself. Tinkerbread management. Are you going to snuggie Miss Rose? She's thinking about it. A scribbled addendum appears after the end of the notice. P.S. The floor is fed quite well. As we permit it to eat any lost candy or dropped morsels, don't let it fool you into believing otherwise. Like it? Oh, you're going to help with the videos. That's a good girl. She's going to cushions for the tushions while we do the videos. She likes doing videos. Ooh, this is very nice. I didn't make myself move slow. Hold on here. There we go. Okay. Ooh, look at all the treats. Oh, I like what you did with your guild hall door. Very nice. I like the bows on the walls and the stars. I like it. Oh, you have the cogs on this display. Very nice. I like it a lot. And the sign says Frostfell weekly specials. 50% off all candy, 30% off all pies. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with candy then. I like how you put the buckler things behind the cogs. That's cool. I like that. Oh, and you have a nice window with a cool display. I don't remember this tree picture. Huh. What painting is that? I'll have to figure that out. This must be a room. Let's see here. Does it open? Nope, it's not hinged. Okay. I thought it was maybe a secret door. What's up here? That's cool. A custom brazier. Razor. Whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ooh, peoples. Let's see here. Uh, 1 second here. I gotta make my chat window a little bit bigger. You can't see it, but Trimia Velnarian says, hopefully I pronounced it right. I'm just saying that Zelgar would love a Bristol berry pie too. Sigh. S-Y, the name. So let's see, who's this one? That one's Trimia. So this one must be Sai. Ah, Selena Velnarian. Or I don't know. Look at all the pies. Ooh, I like how you have cogs underneath the slices of pie. That's cool. I like what you did with the cupcakes. You got rid of the plate. That's cool. Very cool. So since the cupcakes are in with the pie, are they on sale too? Like, are they supposed to be mini pies instead of cupcakes? Ooh, let's see, what's this? Check out here, customer service. Sign up for a Tinkerbread rewards membership today. See here. Okay, Selenia Valnarian says, our chart is already full, cousin. Do we really need more pies? Oh, I must have missed it back here. And then Mint Marin says, need to return or exchange something? And Zan Copper, Rare, Cop, Copperier, there we go, says, I can ring you up when you're ready. Why, thank you. Oh, and there's a book here. Does it say anything? Oh, here it goes. Tinkering competition supply instructions. Welcome, volunteer. The Econ Tinkers Guild has opened their doors to skilled tinkerers, provided that they can successfully demonstrate their tinkering skills in a challenge created by the guild. However, not all are as eager as others to welcome non-gnomes into their ranks. It was enough of a challenge to get the mathematically inclined Ratonga accepted as full members, but now tinkers of other races are applying as well. In the interest of fairness, I have completed a full audit of the supplies needed for the competition setup for the Froglock Bougie, Bogey. Anyway, and food supply shortfalls as follows. Part 1. Needed supplies. The supply crate is supposed to contain 5 clockwork energizer. I don't know what number that is. 10, 17? Maybe. Uh, 36 electromagnetic sparklet, 12 micro gyroscopes. All other items are to be scrounged by the competitor. Part 2, actual supplies. Due to mathematical errors by my counterpart as well as supply shortages due to Tinkerfest celebrations, the following are the actual supplies that were made available for this competition. 5 inert battery 17. I don't know. I'm guessing that's the number. 6 electromagnetic sparklet, 24 micro gyroscope. Initial supply conclusions. In the interest of a fair and just competition, the following supplies issues must be resolved. 5 inert battery. Are you just repeating the same stuff over and over again? Okay, let's see here. Uh, 5 inert battery 17 must be used along with scrounge materials to create 5 clockwork energizer. 24 additional electromagnetic sparklets must be created using the provided micro gyroscopes and scrounge materials. Okay, the numbers are different. Okay. I was beginning to think I was losing my mind. Alright. Shh. I know, I already lost my mind. Miss Rosebud's like, why are you whispering? Thank you, Miss Rose. Supplies for tinkering volunteer to scrounge. Once a suitable impartial tinker volunteer is found, they will need to scrounge the following supplies while on site. 17 clockwork energy source, 5 power regulators, 12 high tension springs, 12 rotational gears. Additional instructions for the volunteer. All clockworks should be inactive when the volunteer arrives. Volunteers should leave the competition area as soon as items are emplaced. Okay. The Akanon Tinker's Guild will not be held responsible for any injuries due to accidental early activation or failure to leave the testing area. Once the additional electromagnetic sparklets are created, they must be distributed in specific designated areas. Once properly energized, the clockwork energizers must be inserted into specific clockworks at the testing site to prepare them for remote activation. Each of these specific clockworks should also be checked for proper functionality. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm That's a lot of books. Okay. I'm just gonna finish looking here first. I like it. Very cool. Oh, I like your cash register. That's cool. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3 volumes of that, and then these are just books that we get in game. We don't write them. Okay. An Earthian Tale, Volume 1. Okay. Think of the stars. Hold on. Oh, it's a lot of pages. It's a lot of pages. How about I come back and read it at the end, so that way, if people don't want to read it or listen to me read it, you don't have to. Storage room, employees only. Like it. This is cute. I like how you added all the windows. And this must be a door. No? Nope, not a door. Oh, I like that. That's cute. That's cute. I did a feedback. Oh, for one of these little conveyor belts, but have like the presents and stuff move and then like drop, like disappear, so we can put something underneath it, whatever. Maybe they'll even provide the box where it starts stacking up or something. I don't know, but I like it a lot. And this thing flings you, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep, it does. Because I did not jump. And let's see here. Okay. Isodira Jimpin says, let's load up the last of those packages. Clock, clock and glug. Okay, and this must be a door. Yes. Oh, and it's a painting to get to Steam font. Steam font? Yeah. Like, it's been a long time since I've gone to that zone. Like, picking it, because I did go there for unfreezing the NPCs. Very nice. I like it. Okay. Oops. Alright, let's see here. Uh, Gardy the Frostfell Elf. Okay, that's not very long. Okay. Gardy the Frostfell Elf by Selenia Velnarian. Gardy the Frostfell Elf had very shiny globes. He would always give them to everyone he knows. I'm not actually singing. Not gonna try. My throat's been bothering me. All of the gib, giggle gibbers would laugh and call him names. They even broke his snow globes for one of their meanie games. Then one chilly Frostfell Eve, Santa Glug came to say, Guardy with your nimble hands, won't you give toys to the lands? The gibbers said they're sorry as they danced around in glee. Guardy the Frostfell Elf, he'll be in Norse history. Happy Frostfell to one and all. Guardy the Frostfell Elf, first edition circa 3852. Okay. Let's see here. Fire Sparkwall says, buying gifts? Let me know at the register what you want. That Let me know at the register that you want them wrapped. Oh, okay. Cool. I like your station pickup orders wrapped, paid, and ready to go out the door. Packed for shipping, wrapped, paid, and labeled, ready to be shipped out. Like it, like it, like it. Is this the... Yeah, okay. It is what I thought it was. I like it a lot. Ooh, wouldn't it be cool to have a candle that cogs came out of it? Because you could put them together and then it could have been a Tinker Frostfell candle. Ooh, and look at this. Lots of baked goods, pretzels, cookies, muffins, loaves of bread. And let's see. Teeny Mirwin says, "Oh, bother," giggles. "Hey, fire, the shop's bread cutting bot is broken again." Uh-oh. I see that. He's like, zzz, 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 zzz. What is this? Hanger bread holder? We have a hanger bread holder? Huh. Okay. I didn't know that's what it was called. Hanging bread holder. Okay. Very nice. Again, with the bucklers behind. Oh, and I like how you added more stuff to this. Very cool. So it's not just chocolates. Very cool. More windows. Ooh, look at this one. I like that, but look at this one. Ooh, this is part of a faucet, I think. Yeah. Cute. Look at all the candies and goodies. Oh, I like how you are displaying the candy canes and stuff. That's cute. Very cute. And I like how you have the cog snow globes. I don't think this person says anything. Nope. Okay. Very cool. Very colorful too. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Nice fireplace. And this says Frostfell shopping retreat. Need more gifts? Be transported to the Frostfell shopping retreat. Very cool. I like it. Um, if I wasn't so behind on videos, we'll see. I might zone in after this video and see if it will take me um, a long time to do the video or not. And I love your tree in the middle here. Very cool. Like all your beams too. That's cool. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to read those books, hopefully, the best I can. And if you don't want to listen to me go on and on, come visit the house if you want to read the books yourself, or come visit just so you can vote, because, you know, we got to show our love. So, and I love your bookends. That's cool. All right, so here I go. So, run for your lives! Think of the Stars, an Earthian Tale, Volume 1 by Selenia Valnarin. Think of the Stars. And okay, so just repeats it. Volume 1 published in the Norithian year of 4059. Okay, May 26, 2119. Roosevelt Space Data Center, New York City. Updated ETA? Question mark. The Indian Astronomical Observatory reports time holding steady. Dr. Kinsler, T minus 7 minutes. Ethan nods sharply to his data miners and turns back. Forward the crew in the computer command center. The brightest minds of NASA, most from his data team, some from the country's other space centers, pore over trajectory charts and run checks on and DART, the double asteroid redirection tool. The deflection defense missile was tested many times by targeting asteroids in other solar systems over the past century, but today is the first time it will be deployed to defend Earth, or more specifically, the Moon. Ethan grimaces as he looks at the array of monitors at the front of the room. Several live streams, courtesy of observatories in Eastern Europe and Asia, show what, until 2 days ago, was a speck of darkness with Mercury as its backdrop, is now a massive asteroid nearly blotting out everything around it. The Tauntus, Tautus, Tautus, I don't know, whatever. Asteroid has been considered a potentially hazardous object to Earth since the early 1900s, yet each of its 4-year approaches were too distant to cause true concern. Something was different about Tautet. Tautet. Tout. I'm just going to call it Tout. Miss Rosebud, like, don't spit on me. um, orbit this time. When it first came into view after its recent slingshot around the sun, the asteroid's trajectory seemed unstable, chaotic even. It wasn't until Tout had nearly passed Venus that astronomers began raising the alarm. The asteroid is on a collision course with the moon. Dr. Kisler. Ethan blinks and turns to see his deputy administrator, Malia, holding out a tablet. He takes it from her and sucks in a deep breath. T minus 237, 236, 235 flashes across the top of the display. With the pin authorization for the mission below, Ethan glances at Malia, who gives him an encouraging smile before he taps his code onto the screen. The display flashes green. All 4 NASA Space Centers have authorized DART's launch. It's time, he says, handing the tablet back to Malia. The data miners confirm a steady trajectory, seconded by Dr. Anand via the open live stream with the Indian Astronomical Observatory. Ethan turns to address the room as the count rolls down to 90 seconds. I have every confidence in this mission, Ethan says, and it's the most important one of our lives. The world is counting on us. Let's deflect Tout out of this solar system. The next minute drags even as his technicians call out coordinates. Only a few voices continue steady calls over the final 10 seconds, and silence falls over the crew as DART launches from the International Space Station toward the asteroid. The live stream telescope view shows DART's straight path toward the asteroid. Ethan clutches the back of a chair as the 2 objects finally collide. Oops, I'm sorry, Miss Rose. Sorry, my chin was itching. I didn't mean to bonk you. You're a good girl. I'm so sorry. Thank you, baby girl. Dr. Kisler, DART has successfully impacted 4179 Tout, Dr. Andit says. A small cheer erupts from Ethan's team and he waves them to silence. That's great news, Dr. Andit, he says. We're tracking the shift in. Dr. Andit cuts off amid muffled background exclamations. It can't be. Ethan looks at the worldwide livestream, seeing only a jumbled mess of debris. The brief visual from DART died with impact, and the United States observatories can't observe the event from their current rotational position. What is it? What's wrong? Ethan demands. The noise from the Indian Astronomical Observatory quiets, and he clenches his fist during the brief lapse of silence. It was unclear at first, Dr. Andid says haltingly, but it appears that 4170 Tout has fractured. There are many smaller meteoroids that will burn up in our atmosphere or strike the moon. Okay, thank you for getting me to fly up, Miss Rosebud. Okay, sorry. Please don't chew on my cords either. She's like, I'm gonna get you back for bonking me. Alright, where was I? I'm so sorry. No, no, no. No, 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 no. It was okay. I'm just gonna start here. It was unclear at first, and Dr. Andid says haltingly, but it appears that 4179 Tau has fractured. There are many smaller meteoroids that will burn up in our atmosphere or strike the moon. Ethan shakes his head and glances at Malia. That scenario wasn't even a possibility in any of our models, she hisses. DART is a kinetic impact deflection, not explosive. The asteroid's basin has some weak points, but DART was only supposed to adjust its trajectory. There must be an unknown metallic composition, something we haven't encountered before. Ethan frowns. Are there larger meteoroids? Dr. Andid. Dr. Andid's heavy sigh echoes through the subdued command center. Yes, unfortunately. Enough debris has scattered, and we have identified three distinct meteoroids. Dr. Kinzer, their trajectory is now Earth. Oh no. Transmit your transmit us your data and we'll help crunch the numbers. Of course. Good luck, Dr. Kinzer. Uh, Kinsler. Let me take a drink. Hold on. One by one, Malia switches the screens from the chaotic mess of asteroid debris to observatory views from North and South America. The Earth's rotation still blocks a clear view of the impending disaster. New data comes in that two meteoroids have collided, but both the Indian Astronomical Observatory and Ethan's team note that only their speed has slowed and trajectory changed. Dr. Andon's assessment is undeniable. Three large meteoroids are still on a collision course with Earth. Continued in Volume 2. Author's notes on next page. Author's notes. I originally wrote this story in the fall of 2019, before the world turned upside down and the real life test version of NASA's DARTS was launched in 2021. It is too long for a single volume, so I broke it up into 3 books. If you are unable to obtain the other volumes, send me an in-game mail and I will send you the missing volumes. In the real world, this short story was published in the Clarity anthology Need Help Soonish, the 2021 Fark Fiction Anthology. 100% of the anthology's proceeds are donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It contains many other excellent stories from a variety of genres. Okay, so volume 2. Okay. I will just start in. Okay. First impact is in less than 4 hours, Malia reports. The target is the Pacific Ocean near Australia. Send interception coordinates to the International Space Station. Ethan calls out to the data miners. The president has authorized the backup DART's immediate launch. This is the last DART at the ISS. Someone exclaims. Ethan levels a hard gaze at bleh. Ethan levels a hard gaze on his team. We'll save as many people as we can with what we have. Get me an update on the other two meteoroids. Most of his team busy themselves with the data while Ethan leans over a display of the backup DART's video feed. Anxiety ripples through him as the final DART launches. Too early, the video spins out of control and its feed cuts off. Hi, Miss Rose. Thanks for coming back. We lost connection with the ISS, Malia says grimly. Her words linger in the hushed command center. Ethan turns away, wiping tears from his face. 9 astronauts had been stationed at the ISS. The next several hours pass in a blur as Ethan speaks to one government official after another. Some demand accountability, others plead for a way to deflect the asteroids from Earth's orbit. After the failed attempt with the second dart, they seethe over his responses. Preparing for evacuations is more important than bringing him to task. And without the ISS, there isn't enough time to ready a third dart. One of the last phone calls confirms that the first tout piece, measuring nearly 2.41 kilometers long, struck the center Pacific basin. The extent of damage is unknown. Phone calls begin to cut out, and even the emergency communication lines die. Live streams and cable news go dark. Too many satellites have been taken out by meteoroids. As communication falls apart, Malia unearths a ham radio from a storage closet. Ethan shakes his head while she fiddles with the old device. He understands her obsession, though. Everyone has no idea what to do while awaiting instructions from NASA's director. Cut off from family, friends, and the world, he sees his team crumbling. Ethan decides enough is enough. They should be with family. This is Jody Elpis. Is the frequency busy? A voice crackles over the radio. We're here, Malia says, grabbing the microphone. Great, who have I reached? Malia hands the microphone to Ethan. Uh, Max Elpis, this is Dr. Ethan Kisler at NASA. Oh, NASA! The one in Texas? I didn't think my radio reached that far. Jody pauses. Oh, you're not the ones who caused this, are you? I'm afraid we are. Ethan looks at Malia, who darts her eyes elsewhere. We're cut off from all communication. Last we heard, the central Pacific basin was struck. Jody's response is garbled, and Ethan swears. Malia reaches to adjust the frequency. The radio operator comes through before her hand touches the interface. Sorry, some interference on my end. Lots of radio activity right now. Jody replies. New Zealand surveillance teams are having issues determining the worst of the Pacific Basin impact. Megatons of water vaporized. So flight is basically impossible. All the islands in the region are considered to be gone, however. Aside from Jody fills the radio, Hawaii included, massive mudslides and flooding in both Australia and New Zealand as well. Ethan clenches his jaw. How many people are dead, suffering, all because he had led his team into a flawed mission. He should have spent more time with the data, ran more models, anticipated possible weak points of impact. Jody is quiet for a few minutes before their voices crackles over the radio again. Dr. Kinsler got a message from my other radio. National Guard is en route to evacuate your team to an inland state bunker. Current ETA is 10 minutes. Be ready. Thanks, MX Elpis. Ethan says, waving to his team to begin preparations to leave. Does that mean we're in a potential impact site? Latest reports confirm the entire East Coast should evacuate, Dr. Kinsler. Activity around the room pauses, and several people gasp before moving back into action. It might hit the ocean like it did the Pacific, but no one is sure. Evac so far is messy. Anyway, and the astronomers at the fancy South American Observatory think we only have a few hours at best. Even if an asteroid only struck the ocean, the shockwave could decimate the east coast. Ethan keeps that thought to himself. And the third meteoroid, I assume it didn't strike yet? No, not yet, Jody says. It's moving slower, unfortunately. They think Western Europe is the impact zone. Ethan breathes deeply, guilt sufficing sufficing Don't know him. Okay, I'm sure it will make sense later. I'm sorry, my fiber brain is bothering me. Okay, a solid hit on land might wipe out one country, possibly more. He was beginning to wish he hadn't asked. Dr. Kinsler, I gotta go. Gotta keep the info flowing. I'll check in if I hear more, but you'll probably be gone. Of course, MX Elpis. Uh, Ethan looks at his team gathering at the command center doors. I don't know where you're at, but get yourself to safety. Right, right. Jody Elpis signing off. Continued in Volume 3. Author's notes. I originally wrote this story in the. Okay. Same note as Volume 2, so I won't read that again. Let me quick take a drink. Okay, Volume 3. The radio goes silent, and Ethan walks to his desk as the team files out to the helipads. Papers from the DART mission are scattered across the desk, so Ethan hurriedly shoves them into a manila folder. He unlocks the top drawer and pulls out several top secret files on technol. Oh, my brain. I know how to pronounce it, but my brain's like, no. Technol. Techn. Techn. I don't know. It's tech. I'm just gonna say tech advancements that will eventually expand Earth's reach in space, creating a small but important stack of information. My brain. I'm sorry. I have fibro. I'm very, very sorry. Dr. Kinsler, the National Guard just arrived. We need to hurry, Malia says. Ethan shoves the stack into Malia's hands. You're a brilliant scientist, Malia. I trust you to absorb this knowledge and share it with the right people. The world might be set back an untold number of years today, but one day progress will start again. But you're not coming with us, are you? Ethan shakes his head. Dr. Kinsler, Malia looks at the files in her hand before meeting his gaze again. It's been an honor, Ethan. She dashes from the room. Minutes bend into hours. Ethan paces until his legs grow tired, then sits on the ground beside a ceiling to floor window, watching the lifeless city below. Electricity has been disrupted, and it doesn't take long the for Times Square to transform from a glowing neon citadel into a abandoned husk. This is Jody Elpis. Is this frequency busy, Dr. Kinsler? Ethan's head jerks up, and he rushes to the microphone. Call me Ethan, please. I didn't expect to hear from you again. I'm not sure what MX. Uh, uh, Elpis. MX. What is that? Anyway. Uh, Elpis. Ethan walks back to the window, stretching the microphone cord to its limit. Darkness creeps across distant buildings. The radio operator breathes a humorless laugh. If you're Ethan, I'm Jody. I thought your team was getting My team evacuated. The radio emits only static for a moment, and Ethan wonders if the frequency was disrupted. The darkness blots the horizon, and he forces himself to look at his old analog watch. I'm sorry. My mom is calling me. I'll call her after the video. Okay, my team evacuated. The radio emits only static for a moment, and he wonders if the frequency was disrupted. The darkness blots the horizon, and he forces himself to look at his old analog watch. His team teased him about the antique find, but it turned out to be a useful investment after all. The watch hands glide slowly along, showing that it's nearly 5:15 p.m. Why did you stay, Ethan? Ethan wonders that himself. The guilt, surely. How could he endure knowing he led the mission that in turn destroyed swaths of Earth? Where are you, Jody? Ethan asks, avoiding their question. Somewhere inland, I hope. Away from all this, Jody lets loose an unbridled laugh, causing Ethan to jump. No, of all places, I'm in the top level of the Empire State Building. Amazing reception here. Jody pauses. Radio might be a hobby of mine, but I knew that in a crisis it might also be the last avenue of communication we have. I passed on messages as long as I could between families, friends, government officials, businesses, you name it. And now, no more messages. It's been a while since I've seen any hyperloop pods or supersonic planes, so my guess is the East Coast is mostly abandoned. Ethan looks at the shadows darkening the street below. I think you're right about that. Only the soft crackling of the open radio connection indicates that Jody is still there. Ethan, it's getting dark. He swallows hard, closing his eyes to blot out the meteor plummeting toward the city. Just think of the stars, Jody. Think of the stars. The end. Okay, so I originally wrote this story in the fall of 2019 before the world turned upside down and the real life test version of NASA's DART was launched in 2021. It is too long for a single volume, so I broke it up into 3 books. If you're unable to obtain the volumes, send me an in-game mail and I will send you the missing volumes. In the real world, this short story was published in the charity anthology Need Help Soonish, the 2021 FARC fiction anthology. 100% of the anthology's proceeds are donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It contains many other excellent stories from a variety of genres. Okay. I guess I didn't have to read that part again. But anyway, very nice job. Very good. Very nice job with the contest. Good luck. And I can't wait to find out who wins. Bye, everybody.